Today is a huge day. We've mentioned to you guys we're selling cars, and today a car is leaving the channel. In fact, 4 cars now have been sold. I mentioned in a previous video the car market is crashing, and there's ways to take advantage of that. So let me explain what cars leaving today, why we're selling cars, and what does that mean for the future of daily driven exotics. In the meantime, I have the Carrera van GT because I have a problem with the 599. The Bentley still isn't fixed yet. I'm low on cars. So again, we are buying cars. We're getting a lot cheaper, especially McLarens. Sorry, Ryan. McLaren's always the very worst for depreciation. All right, boys, we're gonna fuel up, go for a little drive.
Well, this car's
and
not
install
starting.
a car.
This car's not starting.
Actually?
McLaren. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm throwing it at
You got a new steering wheel, let's see it. Show me, son! Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Better, right?
That's way better. I like the matte carbon. This is from Arent from Carbon-Tastic made this.
Carbon-Tastic.
You want to have your grab points being Alcantara. It's much better than grabbing carbon. The wheel he has now, I think, is absolutely disgusting. Like he went to Walmart. It makes no sense.
It's not on brand though, because he looks like he came from Walmart.
Right? With the white leather, it's awful. Like, why would you pick white, dude?
The car's actually white.
It made sense at one point in your life.
At one point.
I get it. I get it. You remove the face tattoos, you get the new steering wheel. I get it. You're changing your image.
Yeah.
I get it.
New me.
These guys are too much. So let's chat about our current fleet of cars here at Daily Driven Exotics. First up, we have the 2013 Ferrari F12, the longest car we've had in the channel that's been on the channel the least due to its build processes. We originally started off with the Texas build Aaron Kaufman, Quintana got it running, and then Mike Assa was like, hey, let's make it crazier. Damon's like, no, let's make it really crazy. And here we are today. The car is mid-build right now. In a few days, we get the engine back. Huge updates next week. I'll say right now, that car, it isn't going anywhere. And then the McLaren 720 GTR, currently getting a new engine and a livery from PFS. One of the fan favorites. You guys love that car. We love that car. We'll be back very, very soon in a huge way with a ton of power, like 1,300 wheel horsepower. It makes Damon super happy. It shoots big flames. It has all the things we need for a DDE car. Plus, we own it outright. When that car was originally written off, we had a special insurance policy that gave us the car back plus the money. So the car is owned outright. There's no financial pressure whatsoever on the GTR. So then, what cars aren't safe? I'll tell you one thing, I have a 2014 Lamborghini Squadra Corsa, the crazy gold wrap. I love that car. But what else do I do with it? Not much more for content. I'm not gonna change the wrap. I love the wrap the way it is. It has a crazy body kit on it. It's already supercharged. Not a lot of runway left on that car. I have my Ferrari 599. In fact, we have 2 of them. They've both been pretty frustrating. They're tons of fun when they run, but they break a lot. So we really can't beat on them the way we want to beat on them. That's the whole point of having those cars. They're actually not that much fun unless you're being really hard on them. They have the noise, they have the flames, not really the looks as far as like some of the crazy stuff we have, but they're really fun and it gets lots of attention. They're kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. There's also the super obvious option, the Hummer H1. We announced recently it is for sale. We have a ton of money in that truck. It's gone up in value. Not a lot of content with it. It's fun for us, but for you guys, you don't really love the off-road things. Damon and I also have 2 TRXs in Canada. Do we need them? Probably not. We've also listed both the race cars for sale. My McLaren 570 GT4 and Damon's Super Trail Evo 2. It's just really hard to make content at the track. And with the volume of content we produce, it just makes it really cumbersome. Now, don't get me wrong, we love those cars, but here's the issue. We own them in cash. We have like $300,000 in cash. Now right now, if you wanted to take that $300,000, you could probably buy 5 more cars. Yes, there's a payment. The payment's pretty small in comparison to the value of those cars. With 5 new cars, we can make a lot of videos. But you're saying, hey Dave, what about the Sena? The Sena's like $2 million. 2 things in mind. Number 1, Damon put his personal money, $500,000 down on that car from his personal funds. Number 2, he loves the car. It makes him happy. And when you're a creator making YouTube content and Damon being the lead behind 95% of the creatives, you have to find things that you engage with or else you'll lose engagement and you'll lose interest. Sometimes you have to have cars that make no sense financially maybe, but makes that person really happy. Now I will say this, that car does have the ability to appreciate. It hasn't happened much yet, but look at the F1. The F1 new was under $1 million, they dropped. Now, $20 million for an F1. That's a huge return. Then we have the KB43 Huracan. Super reliable, tons of fun. It's a rear-wheel drive Huracan. It is supercharged, has a crazy Super Trail kit on it, the amazing Ken Block livery, has a crazy story. But recently we've discussed selling it to Houston so that he can rent it out for you guys. What if you could drive a DDE car? The idea came from us from a fan. We're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So that is definitely an option for that car. Damon doesn't want to sell it just to anybody. The only way he'd sell it would be if you guys could rent it. We're not done yet. 2019 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. One of the favorite cars on the channel. Now that car is currently on the way to Vietnam for Gumball, Southeast Asia. That car's been through a lot and it has some really fond memories. But again, where do we go with it? I sent it there on a one-way trip for a reason. Lamborghini, that leaves us with Damon's 2003 Lamborghini Murcielago manual. Now, Damon does love that car, and it has appreciated. However, his heart lies with the LP640. When he saw that car rebuilt by Houston recently, he's like, man, like the LP640 was so much more refined, and I love that car so much. And it is a solid bet. That will be a multi-million-dollar car. It already is a million-dollar car. Originally, we bought our 2007 LP640 back in 2019. We paid under 300 grand for it. The car just sold for just under $1 million. So while the market is crashing, there are certain cars that will continue to appreciate. But those cars might not be the best for YouTube. The cars that aren't gonna appreciate, that aren't making content, they gotta go. That's just good business sense. So that's why we're selling a bunch of cars. The market's crashing, we wanna time the market right, get out of some cars. As I go through this list, there's 7 vehicles leaving Daily Driven Exotics. And today, you'll find out what the first one is. I talked to Mike about it. He says this week will be huge for the F12. We're doing major updates in this car, including the engine being installed, mocking up the intercoolers, the charge pipes, the turbos, all the sexy looking things. So good things are happening with the F12. We took the plunge, we're gonna finish it. There was a point where Damon and I were like, let's just trash it. Because remember, we're still a few $100,000 away from this car being done. Now, is this a good investment? No, this is not an investment. This is a passion project for us and for you guys to build something really exciting. Now, I've learned the hard way over and over again that the only way to have something for the block you can beat on reliably is to build it like that. Because when you try to do anything else, this is where you end up. And last but not least, I can already see the comments. You guys left out the minivans and our Dodge 1-ton truck and the trailer. The minivans are minivans. I mean, I'm gonna fix the second one because why not? We do need them, they're useful. They're also very cheap and they're paid off in cash. So it's not a liability on our balance sheet. So I have somebody arriving very soon to take one of the cars away. Can you guess what car's leaving right now? I didn't put in the title and thumbnail, I need a little bit of intrigue. But one car today, right now, the buyer's coming, he'll be here any minute, and that car will be gone. Hey, come on in.
Open the door.
Welcome, Houston. Welcome to GD Compton.
70 degrees outside.
I know you're out there for a while. I had to film the intro. I apologize. So, this is Houston from Royalty Exotics in Las Vegas. If you guys don't know, he rents out exotic cars. We've known him since 2017. You probably already figured out what car is leaving the channel today. But I'm not gonna give it to you yet because if you don't know, you don't know.
The F12.
Yeah, the F12. The next rental car, Houston, at Royalty Exotics, is almost ready.
It's gonna be a picture car.
You should get a picture of it in the lobby. By the way, what do you think of this project?
I think it's the coolest sounding car ever in the dumbest platform.
Yes, yes.
It looks amazing, but Ferraris are terrible cars in general to build because they're all so sensitive. Everything's small and tiny and petite. I don't know.
A Lamborghini can beat on every single moment of its life.
It doesn't make any sense. I think the guys that work at Ferrari are just like frail, and the guys that work at Lambo are like steroid dudes. You know?
Have you seen the intake manifold?
I just saw it. It's so
made by
nuts,
Mad
dude.
in Sweden, all
Love
custom billet.
It just looks good too, right? You're taking away everything in the car that's gonna break.
Yep.
So I'm pretty excited about it. This is one of my favorite projects you guys have ever done. It is a lot of work. So you guys better finish it.
The point of Houston being here is exactly what you're probably thinking. We've been talking for a while about creating an experience at Royalty Exotics.
Ferrari.
I need to pay for the Ferrari. There is a business reason behind this. Now, if Houston didn't buy this car would not have been sold. Damon personally loves this car, but he understands the opportunity we have with Houston and in Vegas to expand the DDE world outside of Los Angeles. So if you're wondering, yes, he's buying a GT4.
That's what I needed right here.
Yeah, enjoy it, buddy.
What's really great is I got this thing for $45,000, so it's only gonna be $450 a day.
Guess what? I have this car listed right now. Guess how much?
120?
99 grand.
You could part this car for $99,000.
Exactly. It's a freaking race car. Look at the seats and everything. Look at
But
the
is it a
dash.
race car?
Yeah, it says GT4 factory built race car.
Wow.
No VIN number. But this car is basically a factory 570 with suspension upgrades and brake upgrades and all that. They actually detune it for the GT4 series. But right now you can buy this car, you guys, for $99,000. You're buying it.
Don't buy it. This is worth 50 grand. Because if it doesn't have a VIN number, it's...
Listen to this guy over here. I'm gonna have to put in a Houston headlock in a minute. Again, you guys already know. If you haven't been paying attention, you don't, but most of you do. We're doing this for you guys. So, without further ado, you ready for it? There you go, Houston. Just hit your head.
Instant karma.
So here it is, you guys. The KB43 580-2 Lamborghini Huracan with a full Super Trofeo kit on it, VF engineering supercharger, and the rally style shifter. Very, very soon, you can see this guy at Royalty in Las Vegas, and you can rent this car. Dude, we've never done this before.
I'm still nervous. I'm not kidding. I'm actually nervous. I feel like I'm at the blackjack table right now and I've got like my last chips left and I'm just like, should I put them on or not? You know, should I walk right now? But I'm putting them on and we're gonna gamble with this because I think this here is going to transform the experience that you can get. We're not competing with other car rental companies in Vegas, right? We're competing with other experiences. We're competing with like the events at the Sphere. We're competing with helicopters. We're competing with crazy off-road, amazing experiences all around Las Vegas. When I started Royalty, none of that was there. When I was like 20 years old, I went to Lamborghini Las Vegas and the guy that was running it back then, his name was Tom Brazil. This is kind of like when the Aventador came out, right? Like 2011, 12. And he was like, I'm not competing with other cars. My customer is going to buy an Aventador or a yacht or an airplane, right? He's like, that's the comparison. I don't have to worry about Ferrari making something else. I gotta worry about what Gulfstream's making. And that's how Royalty's become. We have to worry about what the casinos are doing now, where that was never the case. So now we need to push the envelope of what we give our options to our customers, right? This here is the start, day number 1 of pushing the limits in Las Vegas. Now I've rented twin turbo Huracans. That was cool. I've rented supercharged Huracans. That was cool. But now we have a literal 90% race car Huracan that was used in show business. It's a very famous car. You guys who watch this can now go, you just get in a car and you can drive it and you can become Dave.
And what we originally discussed was, what if we took one of Houston's cars and built it for you guys to rent? And then I think Damon or Houston was like, what if we actually get an actual DD car? And Damon's like, well, I don't want to sell this one. But then we thought, well, let's remove ourselves for a minute for you guys at home that might not be able to afford to buy a Lamborghini one day. So you go and rent one. It's a great experience. Houston has amazing customer service, amazing options. But what if you could drive a DD car? People just die to get in the car to take a picture, right? At a gas station, people sitting there, they go nuts. They love it. We thought, well, what if we could expand that? And furthermore, create experiences, drives in Vegas, fan meets in Vegas. So Damon and I will be going to Vegas at least once per month to host events and so forth, to do drives, to hang out with Houston, to build cars. So we really are expanding, and we love Las Vegas. There's so much to do there. If you've never been, I encourage you, take the trip out, rent this car for a day. Have you figured out pricing yet?
I'm gonna make this car the same price as the other Huracans.
Well, that's cool.
My goal here is not to make money on this car. It's to allow this car to bring people in so that they can tell their friends that they had a great experience. I'm gonna call this my lost leader.
Well, there it is, man. This is exciting.
This could make or break Royalty. If this doesn't work, how am I gonna be different? We're not gonna be able to put the modified car consumer in here, then I don't know what's next.
In my hand, Houston, the deal's done. Money's been wired. She's gone.
No, you did not.
She's sold. But now you can go rent this car if you want.
Really?
Yeah, you can rent it out.
Really?
Same price as the regular Huracan. So if you want to drive this Huracan, now you can fully insured and properly go to Houston.
I'm like torn. I'm sad to not see you here every day, but then I get to freaking rip.
Damon didn't want to sell it, but he wanted the audience to have a chance to drive it, so that's why we're doing this. So.
Have you ever driven this car?
I haven't.
Well, now you can for $1,499.
Woo! I don't gotta worry about it. That's awesome.
How long will they get the car for?
24 hours, what do you mean?
And how many miles do they get to drive?
I'm gonna change these to 100 miles because I cannot let the special cars be just driven around for thousands of miles. I had a guy come in a couple weeks ago, rented an A12 for 3 days. He put 3,000 miles on his car.
Impressive.
3,000?
And you can't leave Nevada, right?
No.
How do you drive 3,000 miles in Nevada?
Crystal meth. Only option. It was the only option. There is no other answer for that.
Wow.
You could just see him just going like this. Just like for 3 straight days, the car didn't turn off. I swear, we leave it running at the gas station, just pumping the gang. I've never in my life seen anything like that. 3,000 miles, 3 days. Can I have my keys? I need
give him the key. All right, he bought the car, he's paid for it.
I just, see ya.
All right, dude. Well, thank you. Good chatting with you. We have to do an update on the Bentley and find out what's going on with it. We're gonna lock up the shop. Dude, you can't be in here. You gotta go, man. You gotta leave. You can't stay in here.
Hey, look, your carburetors.
I get it, but you gotta go. Okay, come on. Let's head to LAX, find out time with the Bentley.
Let's roll.
She's missing firing. Carburetor's not working right, so I had to tweak her a little bit. Sometimes you gotta kick her back, you know, and you can't get to her because of the combustion space. So you gotta hit her from the side like that. You bump her over like that, you hit her a couple times like that, fuel kick right on. She'll get it. Yes, she will. Go ahead, baby. She's ready to go. Work here's done. I'm going home. See you guys later, all right? Shit, if you need me, just call me. I'll be gapping Hellcats in a Corolla.
Dude, you gotta lock that door, man. You can't leave it open. Since all my cars are broken, we're taking Skinny's car. Ah, the Bentley. So here's what we know so far. New bags installed. They work, but the car's freaking out, and it's been like 4 days, and he's like, hey man, this and that, just let's chat in person, and I'll explain what's going on. So off to the end of the runway at LAX. That's literally where the shop is.
End of the runway.
Yeah. Bro, that's not gonna stay there.
It's good.
That's good. That's good. You're getting comfortable. Because in your R8, you could never do that, because the R8 just couldn't do that. I am really frustrated with this Bentley right now because it's a dumb problem to have. I even hate making videos about a suspension issue. But we're vloggers, we document what's happening with the cars. It's not always good news. But there is good news, the fact that the wrap I picked is printed and ready to go. Nick, who did the 599, is doing the Bentley and they have wheels. Depending on what happens today, we unfortunately might have to grab the car, wrap it broken. The same thing did the 599 because I can't delay Nick because of this issue. But I don't really know what the issue is yet. So I'm gonna stop talking and let Skinny make some noises in the Huracan. We're gonna get Skinny a louder exhaust. You want louder than that, or are you happy with that?
Oh, I'm gonna get louder.
Okay. Yeah, it's good, it's chill. I mean, it's nice though, because it's not annoying.
It's not drone.
Do you want annoying or do you want quiet?
I want a happy medium. Annoying?
He wants a happy ending, I get it. Yeah, we're at the end of the runway. I wasn't joking, was I?
Dude, it shook the car. Oh my God.
That was like the perfect timing. How's it going?
Good, man. Yourself?
You know,
Good.
broke the transmission on my 599, I'm pretty sure. Still don't know yet. Let me ask you a question. Bentley life, I need to get this car off to the wrap shop. Supposed to be today, and it's been a few extra days, and you said there's a big problem with Bentley corporate, not so
Coating.
much the problem.
Coating. It's mainly coating for us to like calibrate like the whole air suspension. Airbags are in. It holds up.
So are these the old ones over here?
Yeah.
Can we see them? Can you tell if they're, like, how do you see if they're damaged? Because by the way, these guys, the pair right here is $6,000, right there.
So what exactly broke? Like, what was
It leaks, it's leaking.
Oh,
Is sat jacked up like this too long?
I put air on them and they leak out all around here.
Oh, here, really?
Yeah.
I thought this would have been punctured.
No, this is just a sleeve. The actual airbag is in here. This is like your common regular airbag most of the cars have. But usually like the setup where it holds, this is the top piece, bottom piece, it leaks out where they seam it.
Alright guys, we're doing this for science. So we're gonna pressurize the bag, use a scientific thumb to hold the air, and so we're gonna make it squirt water. Oh wow, you can see it. You can see it.
Oh wow.
Right there.
Son of a bitch.
So what idiot left the car up like that?
We're not posting part 2, stop asking. The new ones are already in the car, and I just wrecked your chair.
Jeez.
What's with me lately?
Breaking everything.
What's with me? Right now, can you drive the car as it is?
You could, but it's gonna be sitting up high. As you can see, like on this side, we took out the jack. Air's been on there for a while.
They'll fail again.
It'll fail because it's not fully calibrated. The PSIs on each one are all different, and I'm pretty sure just because since we lift it, like all the air goes into one, and then the other, like we lift it one way, so we have to lift it up evenly. And then when we lift it, you do have to shut off the air suspension.
Really?
The Urises have it. The what else? Bentley Bentegas have it. The Flying Spurks have it. It's just so like not all the air just goes to one way. That's why they have that valve, like the release valve next to the compressor, where it just locks it, and all the air just stays.
So right now, set up like that, is there a risk that this new bag could pop?
It could, yeah. If it goes down all the way to the floor, that's how they get messed up.
You were saying a coding issue. So Bentley corporate has to give you permission to calibrate this?
Yeah. And then they do it mainly just so they could go back to the dealership, and they're the only ones that literally could mess with it.
So what's our solution then?
Honestly, just gonna tow it to the dealer. My guy's gonna help me out, program it, and it's good to go.
So tomorrow end of the day?
Midday, yeah, it should be done because I'm gonna send it out there early morning to Arguera, and my guy will just take care of it.
Thank you. I have a crazy livery.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And then the wheels will match that color.
Oh yeah. That's
And
dope.
that color, and that color, and then that color.
It's a lot of coloring.
And then that, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It's not chrome gold, I promise you. That's done now. 599, Squadra Corsa, Chrome Gold Brothers, Bentley, way too
I
classy
saw
for
the
that.
599 in gold chrome.
Ah, dude, it's broken. I love how jacked up it is in the front. Let's go, baby, off-road version Bentley. It is pretty wild how high this car can get on the factory suspension. And by the way, we have to make stays for this because that's gonna break the bumper again. We have a lot to get done before car week. I'm also wrapping the nitrous ball to match the wrap on the car. Yeah.
Slide dog.
Yeah. I could use an ally right now. Hey, gentlemen.
Dave the Destroyer.
No, it's not like that. I was being chill.
599s.
I was being chill. What do you know?
You broke the differential.
How do you know that?
Okay, when you turn this wheel, see how that wheel doesn't turn for a while?
Yeah.
And then it starts turning? Inside of the differential, it's like this pack with clutches in it.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, there's these two plates with gears on them and these two like spider gears that are in a kind of a cross. And those turn to make the wheels turn different directions. And then the clutches load that up to keep the wheels basically posi traction, right? So they don't spin differently.
You got all this?
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
But basically those gears, you broke some of those gears off. So now there's like missing gears and it's kind of in between. And then sometimes it catches and grabs a gear and turns. Sometimes it catches on the end. That's why you feel that lurch forward and that kind of like
So
shudder.
is there any harm in driving it still?
Yes.
Can I break more stuff?
Yes. So those pieces of gears that are broken off now, that are in the transmission, that are in the oil, getting circulated around into all the other gears, yes. So sometimes the diffs don't have big holes in them, sometimes they do. And I don't know what this one looks like, but either way, those pieces are definitely gonna get smaller and go out and go into the transmission. And then so if you keep driving it, it will definitely mess up the gears in the transmission.
How hard is it to pop this diff out?
Both axles off of here, and both of these flanges with the stub axles will have to come out. This linkage will have to come off, this bar will have to come off, the back plate on the transmission has to come off, and then I think you can get the diff out of there. That's what it looks like, but I've never pulled one of these apart.
What's the differential worth for a Ferrari?
I have no idea, it's for a Ferrari, so most cars are $2,000, $3,000 for like a good aftermarket one.
What?
Yeah. Factory, I have no idea because I've never bought like a stock factory diff. So I'm guessing a Ferrari one could be 3,000 to 5,000, maybe more. I don't know.
Sick.
Hear me out, Dave. Weld the diff.
Let's see, could you weld it? Yes, you could weld it and take the spider gears out completely. So every time you're not going straight with a welded diff, one tire has to slip to go around the corner. So you'll turn.
David 720 is like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Like
well,
that.
no, his just has a really loaded up diff.
Oh.
So it still is a limited slip. It's not welded, it's not a spool.
So how did I break the diff though? I wasn't dropping the clutch. You guys watched the video, I wasn't dropping the clutch, just using a throttle to slide around the block.
Honestly, I just don't think that these 599s are very strong. The drivetrain is, well, they left a lot on the table.
It's made out of glass?
Yeah, basically. This thing does have quite a bit of slip in the diff, which should have been rebuilt or replaced anyway. So.
Oh, okay, so it's a good thing.
Yeah,
so
now you
after
get a
this will be
fresh
bulletproof.
diff. No.
There's a drive tonight. There's a base drive tonight I want to take this on. It is 12:30. Drives at 8 p.m. We have 8 hours.
You have 8 hours.
Yeah, this is not my problem. Mike's got other stuff going on. I'm not gonna put this on Mike. I also need to roll the fenders again because, sorry Nick. Yeah, Nick's not gonna be having that. It's unfortunate. But this car has to go to car week, so it's probably not gonna make it tonight, but it needs to go to car week. This is my car driving to car week. And then I have a special guest driving the Bentley after it's done. And then also the Squadra Corsa. I'll bring it as a backup in case this one breaks. And then Dave's bringing a few cars, so we should have 5 cars for car week, but
yeah.
Okay, you guys, let's right now go and try to find a differential. See if it's even possible to get one. Problem solve, and then create new ones. Found a differential, Supercars has one brand new in Sacramento.
Ferrari parts are not cheap. 4,500 bucks.
That's an expensive
No
mistake.
big deal, it's coming out of your salary anyway, Dave.
Oh my God, Dave's. Go to Damon's salary. I have some good news. I just got a phone call. Hey Nick.
What up?
How are you?
Living. We're working.
What are you doing over there? You're not working, you're on the couch.
I'm on the couch, but they're working.
Do you have the material for the new wrap?
I do. Should we get a little preview?
No, you can't give the audience a preview. That's not how YouTube works. But you can show me. You guys, I promise it's not chrome gold. I promise. You're gonna love it.
You're doing chrome gold again?
Yes. I'm gonna do this real fast. Hold it out. You got that? Well, that needs to go over to AL13. We'll give them that much. I just got a phone call. The Bentley is fixed. Nick's gonna pick it up right now and start the wrap. So there you go. The Bentley build begins. It is exciting. Highs and lows. Cars come, cars go, cars break, cars get fixed. Tim's hair is always long. I turned on the stupid light on the roof. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
You figured it out. Everything's through the screen. Now, I'm bashing the Tesla a lot right now, and to be fair, it's because it sucks. Cameron here founded Ticket Dismissers. Many of you have already used him. You trust the service, you know the service. Cameron wanted to expand that nationwide. For legal reasons, he had to rebrand it. So, Auto Allies is backed and is Ticket Dismissers, the same service you come to expect and love and trust. The difference now is there's an option to pay a monthly fee of $28, and if you get a ticket, Cameron's gonna pay all your legal fees. Legal fees between $700, $1,000 and more, and most people get a ticket they don't deserve, pay anyways because they're afraid. They're afraid of the judge, the lawyer, the cop, they don't want to deal with it. With Auto Allies, you do it all inside the app. You get a ticket, you upload it, they assign it to an attorney, you can see it all on the dashboard, you don't have to go to court, you have to talk to anybody, you're protected for $28 a month. Now, let's say you didn't have Auto Allies, you got a ticket, you didn't fight it, you got points. Well, your insurance is gonna go up. Your insurance will go up way more than $28 a month. So it really is a smart way to do it, plus it also gives you the defense, like we have here at DDE. I have a camera and a YouTube channel. Let's hold the cops accountable. For you guys, you have Auto Allies. And for you right now, because we love you, just for you guys, the first month is absolutely free. Zero moolah. So right now, do me a favor, it really supports the channel. Go to autoallies.com/DDE and sign up for your free account. Tim, you signed up yet?
I'm going to.
Get your phone out.
Okay, okay.
When I was a little kid, I just wanted a car one day that has no motion, that's shaped like a refrigerator. It is neat. What's all this shit? What are you even doing right now?
Why is there a scan?
Why is there a QR code? Is that how you change lanes? You do have some cool tech. Does it self-drive?
No, they don't do that for Cybertruck yet.
What?
Why?
This is the most expensive.
Can you believe you get the most expensive truck, whatever, from Tesla? They didn't even give you center caps. They were like, we'll give it back to you in like 3 months. Yeah, the car didn't have center caps for like 3-4 months.
What?
How much was this?
110. Yeah.
For what?
Oh, a little quick.
There's a touchscreen back here.
Is that floored?
Oh.
But don't worry, we have Auto Allies, so he can do whatever he wants right now.
We're gonna show you guys.
We're gonna show you guys. We're invincible! Yeah, baby!
Can I flex? Yes, yes. Can I flex? Yes, yes. Can I flex? Yes, yes.
Bro, that is sick. We need a 360 on the channel.
There's so many people on the
Oh my god, look at
That's a Walking Dead! Look what we got, buddy. He's flexing on you, buddy.
There's a lot of ISs here
There's
tonight.
a lot of ISs.
Who's Dave?
What's going on? Who are you talking to?
Girl behind me.
Oh! Don't tell her what I said.
What'd you say?
Nothing nice. Oh, I'm saying she's flexing on Tim because she has a nicer IS 300.
For real, huh?
Yeah, is it nicer than
they're
yours?
hating. Well, I guess I have to get rid of mine for the thing, you know?
With the crowd here. Oh yeah, I got some exotic stuff. We got an adventure over here. Got the boys. We're really doing a parking lot flame tune right now.
I've never seen this happen.
You haven't? Can you shoot flames right after?
Right after. I mean, while we're driving, you can just, on the drive to the next spot.
Can't do it while we're stopped?
I mean, we probably can.
Hit F7 a few times so you can do it just sitting there.
I mean, right now, he said he's got some special sauce for me.
Can you melt all the valves? Melt them?
We don't want to.
They can.
But you can.
Supposedly, we just went from like, what, -28 to -40, whatever that means. So this thing's supposed to like, boom, boom. Let's see.
Let's go.
I don't think it worked.
Let's go, baby! Here comes the train! Woo! Yeah! Okay, you can continue now. All right, you guys. 2 weeks today, or tonight. DD block party the night before Monterey Car Week. The next morning, doing a roll of Gumball. Gonna be bigger, crazier, and wilder, so come by, have a good time. Yeah! Come to the block party in 2 weeks?
Yeah, of course, bro.
It's starting to get rowdy now, we're getting going. Garrett's still flashing his car through a bunch of supercars, a bunch of bikes, and a Tesla. I do apologize for that, but still, sign up. I'm digging the sneak wrap. I'm digging the wrap. map. Hell yeah, the McLaren GT, phenomenal rally car, and room for golf clubs. Some more Porsches.
I'm like blocking everybody. I feel kind of bad, but the map's almost done, and then we'll be able to move out of the way and then
Yeah, I'm with you
continue on.
now, so I can't leave. Everybody trying to get out, they're all honking. This is all because of Garrett blocking everybody right now.
Garrett, move, bro.
Garrett's blocking everybody right now, stupid tune.
You, Garrett!
Garrett, move! Hell yeah. Oh, the SV life. See you, bro. Good to see you again. Oh, boy. Oh, they are literally everywhere. Bro, everyone's getting pulled over. Literally everyone else getting pulled over right now. That's crazy. Oh! Oh, there it is! Oh! Some big ones.
I can kind of do it in neutral now, baby. Let's go.
All right, you guys, that's it for tonight. Next episode, 2 cars leave the channel. Stay tuned for that.